Hey, welcome to the dgenerationxl podcast. My name is Big Joe Yarbrough, wrestling's biggest fan by at least 60 pounds, and I'm here with my tag team partner,
Dylan Pack, and today we are going to bring you all things wrestling all around the world. And today we're going to be covering Clash of Champions. We're going to be covering Raw, Mr. King Corbin. We're going to be covering Smackdown. We're going to be covering NXT. And we're also going to be covering what we think of Hell in a Cell coming up. And Joe, take us away.
That's right. All these things and more on dgenerationxl's podcast first, video on our YouTube channel, and like we said, bringing you all things wrestling all around the world.
Break it down. Degenerate into something fool. We just got tired of doing what you told us to do. That's a break, boy. Yeah.
And we're back. Welcome to the dgenerationxl podcast. We have a lot to cover. It is almost October, which you know what that means.
What does it mean?
It means it's almost like wrestling season. Football season kicked off. Basketball season's right around the corner. And we're looking at probably the most exciting time in sports entertainment history. We have the launch of NXT on USA.
That's right.
We have SmackDown debuting on Fox in a few weeks.
Yeah.
And let us not forget the new pissant company, AEW, is going to be launching on TNT here in the fall they've revealed their title,
Dynamite.
Dynamite.
How do you feel about that?
I like it. Wednesday Night Dynamite.
Wednesday Night Dynamite.
It's like Monday Night Nitro.
Yeah,
Like
I was thinking, like, dude, AEW Dynamite sounds so whack. And then I thought, we don't call it WWE Raw. We call it Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, Wednesday Night Dynamite.
Yeah, so it quickly took my fears away.
And we got that much and more. I mean, we've got Impact has now also got a contract. They're going to be on Access TV with New Japan.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty stoked about that. But we're going to get down to this week. Last Sunday, we had Clash of Champions, and we had a real good week, which is a weird thing to talk about. You don't see much of that on the DXL podcast.
No.
About WWE programming. I was thoroughly entertained. I don't know about you.
I was Clash of Champions. You thought highly of it. I was on. I gave it about a 6 or 7. Yeah, dude. I don't know.
I gave it like an 8. I gave it an 8.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it.
What about it weren't you feeling?
I hate watching pay-per-views that no titles change hands. I mean, besides the tag team titles, but everything else was retained.
Really?
It's so irritating. Like, okay, are we getting into this now?
Yeah, let's dive right into it. So, Clash of Champions, walk me through your highlights and your lowlights. Obviously, you have more lowlights than highlights.
Here's my thing. First of all, Shinsuke and Sami Zayn, I'm out.
Whoa!
Dude, that is the... Oh.
Dude, I think
rough.
that's exactly what Shinsuke needed was a mouthpiece.
It is rough, dude. But no, he didn't. He was such a jerk without his... Like, no speak of English. Like, do you remember that?
That was stupid.
No, it wasn't. That was way better.
Knee to face.
I love it, dude.
That's cultural appropriation. It's fine.
Whatever, dude. Sami Zayn. Okay, Sami Zayn is better than to just be some mouthpiece for Shinsuke Nakamura.
But it just proves how good Sami Zayn is, too. I think he's great.
He is great, but he deserves to be by himself.
What does he have going on for him, though, besides this? I think this is going to be something great.
I don't know. Shinsuke hasn't showed up in forever.
He's like the Lesnar.
Retaining.
Yeah. I don't like Miz getting put over, like, or bearing.
I don't like Miz as a face. Like that whole dynamic of that match, I was like so out of it. Like,
that's fair.
What was the shirt like? Tennessee is awesome or something like that. What city were they in?
They were No, they weren't in Knoxville. They were in Nashville. Were they not?
Yeah, I think he had a blue shirt that said Nashville is awesome. Miz is not a good face.
I think Miz is good all around, but I think he
is a good face.
I don't think
he is good all around, but
he's better as a heel. I don't think he's terrible as a face.
No,
but
I would rather see him as
what about
a
the
heel.
Cruiserweight match? Did you watch the pre-show?
The pre-show, I did not watch pre-show.
Dude, you missed out. I was thoroughly entertained.
Drew Gulak retained, right?
Oh, dude, not only did he retain, one of my favorite parts of this Clash of Champions that I liked was they made it seem like the match could have been over real quick. Like, real quick. Because that triple threat started with, what's his name? Humberto Carrillo, which is like, I'm not...
We took a picture with him at Access.
I did not remember that.
No,
I don't
Humberto, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a tall dude.
Yeah. The pretty boy. Hot boy
pretty-
summer. Hot boy summer.
Yeah, Hot Boy Summer.
I don't remember that at all. That
Yeah,
summer
we
was a
did.
blur for me then.
We did take a picture with him for sure.
I did not care. I was not sorry.
That was one of those ones where we were just like, okay, I'm trying to meet Alicia Fox
it-
for the 4th time.
trying to meet Alicia Fox for the 4th time. I feel like we've met Alicia Fox too many times. As many times as law enforcement.
Yeah, she hugged me just as tight every time.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't tight.
Oh,
On
was
to
it
the next.
But no, I think the cruiserweight match, dude, one of the best parts is Drew Gulak. It's a triple threat, right? And it's Lindsay, 2 Luchas, and Drew Gulak's. He's good, dude. He's good. He's got the.
I like Drew Gulak.
I love him a lot. And so,
Is he still doing the no-fly zone?
no, now he's just doing his old evolved gimmick, like the man, it's leaving me right now, but it's like it was this whole thing about like integrity and just pure wrestling. Matt Riddle used to be in the faction with him.
Oh, okay.
They did that. They did that on the. They covered it a little bit on the Evolve special on the network.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, out the gate, bell rings. He freaking drop kicks the shit out of Humberto Del Rio.
Humberto Del Rio.
Whatever his name is, dude. Freaking,
Humberto Garcia.
yeah, whatever, dude. El Iguado. I don't know, dude. Humberto Garcia, whatever.
Damn it.
Lillian Garcia. So
Lillian
He
Garcia.
freaking drop kicks Lillian Garcia and just destroys Lindsay. And I'm like, is that it? And I thought he legit had him, but it was a good match. That was great. United States title was on the pre-show. AJ
Yeah.
versus Cedric. Good match.
It was a good match.
Good match.
I did see that.
And the OC just came out and just demolished him, which is tight.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have just booked it differently, I think. I think I would have had AJ going over with the OC's help. I don't like him winning clean over like Cedric has been winning consistently. Obviously, he lost in the cruiser not in the King of the Ring tournament, but he's been on and
To
up.
the king.
Oh my god.
To the king. We'll get to that, but I'm
I'm
like
kind of
it.
in. I'm not gonna lie. We'll
We
get
need to
there.
shut
We'll
the
get
com-
there.
we
We'll
need to
get
shut
there.
the camera off
We'll
right now,
get
too.
there, dude. We'll get there, dude.
What are you doing to me, dude? So then what else we have? We have the Revival.
team?
The Revival
Yeah.
taking the Smackdown titles in a very brutal fashion.
Yeah, I like the Revival.
I love the Revival.
Finally, they
They cut a scathing promo.
Here's the
Scathing
thing.
promo after.
Can they just like get a good push though? Like,
That's a push.
No, I understand, but they've had the titles what 3 times? It's third
This is
time.
the first time they've had the SmackDown titles.
First time they've had
in
SmackDown
They're
titles.
They're moving to SmackDown in the fall,
Yes.
which I think is great. Top guys doing top guy things on Fridays.
Yeah. Do you think that they'll keep the faction with Randy Orton around?
I don't think so. I don't think you need it. I honestly.
Hey, I'll tell you this though. Their logo is badass.
The FTRKO.
Yeah.
It was pretty
with
cool.
with the Viper in the middle, and then what was it, 2 bulldogs or something?
Yeah. I thought
It
that
was sick.
I'm telling you though, one of the coolest parts to me was that it didn't finish with the Shatter Machine.
Yeah.
They Shatter Machined Xavier. I think they Shatter Machined Biggie on the outside, and then just destroyed.
Didn't they wreck his leg?
They wrecked his leg again,
Yeah.
and then made him tap. And even Corey's like, "Hit the Shatter Machine, hit the pinfall."
Oh, yeah.
And they brutally effed his leg.
Yeah,
up,
Corey
too.
Graves sold that pretty well.
And he's like, they must have seen something we didn't. There, like, I thought, man, that was brutal. I thought that was gonna be like that's how they retained, but they took the belts, cut a scathing promo. Great job.
Yeah.
Raw tag team titles. Oh man, with
What do you
Zood,
think?
and Wriggler.
Zood and oh my god.
Zood and Wriggler, dude.
They've been a tag team for years.
Shut up, dude.
For years. They have so much chemistry.
Speaking of chemistry, did you know that Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch are getting married?
Dude, I didn't even know they were dating.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. You heard it here first on dgenerationxl podcast. Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch are together?
Confirmed.
Since when?
Apparently a while.
Wow, dude, I am late.
Yeah, late to the game.
Wow.
They should
I mean,
advertise
good-
that more.
Good. Yeah, they should. I don't think they. I mean, obviously, I don't know about it. They don't do it enough.
They need to they really need to make that into storyline.
Honestly, they should have their own show like Ms. and Mrs.
I'm out. I'm out of this now. I'm off.
I'm out.
I'm off. You have no offense,
Becky Tunips, dude.
dude. Honestly, if you have that show, you're gonna have to give me subtitles. We've met her a couple times, and I think she really cleans up her accent for TV. Because when it's in person, she sounds like Meriden from Brave, dude. I can't understand it. I'm like, hey, it's nice to meet you. She's like, oh, yeah, I went to Brother Goblin. I'm like,
Whoa.
potatoes are tight too, dude. I think those are tight. I don't know. But
I love Lay's.
I love Lay's.
That's Idaho.
Yeah,
Same
so
thing.
tag team title match, which was destined to be a flop because you have Braun Strowman and Seth Rollins, who are the tag champions, also competing in the main event, going against the just thrown together tag team of Robert Roode.
Bobby Riggler.
Yeah, Robert
Zobby
Riggler and Dolph Ziggler. Just everyone that wants to be released, basically.
Yeah.
And they come out winning. And the only kind of tension we get is Braun saying he didn't lose the tag titles. Seth lost the tag. He lost the titles, and he's going to get these hands. Which Braun is phenomenal. We'll get to that, but that's one match I could have done without.
Yeah, I mean, what are they going to just... They're just going to lose the titles here again soon, and then they're going to feud, and then it's going to lead to nothing.
You called it.
You heard it here first.
So,
Dude,
I'm literally yawning from the idea of that feud right now, dude.
it's awful, man. Like,
Yeah.
remember Bobby Roode in NXT when he first debuted?
Just the glorious Bobby.
He
Roode.
was... Oh, my God. He was so incredible. Like, just his character... You're going to hate me for this, but he's just like a way better version of EC3.
What? No, EC3 is different. EC3 is what Shane McMahon wishes he was. He's got a better look. You want to believe that Shane McMahon has the ability to challenge The Undertaker at his age? Or Kevin Owens? No. EC3? Maybe. But that's that's neither here nor there. So that match goes to a flop.
Whatever.
Then we go to...
Oh, and then the end of the match. I don't like... I've always hated when, like, Rollins bumps Braun or whatever, and he's like, what are you doing? Like...
He's like, it was an accident. No, it wasn't.
Yeah, what?
What?
It's so annoying.
That's WWE kind
That's
of
WWE
storylines.
for you,
That's
yeah.
So then we get into the
That was rough.
the title match, Randy Orton versus Kofi Kingston, which
Yeah.
I thought was a great match.
Of course it was a great match.
But I think it was a great match, not just because it was a great match. I think it's a great match because Kofi Kingston really got reestablished as a champion.
Yeah, well, he deserves it, man. 11 years. He's been trying 11 years.
11 years, and that's going to come to a screeching halt because he's wrestled in New York at MetLife. He's wrestled against Samoa Joe. He's wrestled in all these cities and towns and done this whole tour of being champion. But you know where he's never, ever wrestled with that belt?
Where?
Suplex City, baby. He's never been. And let me tell you something. When somebody has to fight for their life in Suplex City, statistically speaking, you're not even coming out alive. So-called Beast Slayer, yeah, it took him about 7 trips to Suplex City before he could slay anything.
Okay, before we do this,
Do what? Do what?
Firebrock. Hashtag Firebrock.
Whoa!
I'm so out, dude. It's... dude. I'm so over it.
I'm just gonna, okay, can I just talk to you logistically?
Yeah, talk to me logistically.
Okay, first of all, you're an idiot. Okay, second of all,
It's so dumb.
I'm gonna say it loud so the people in the back can hear me.
Yeah. All of you people in the back.
Brock Lesnar is money,
Brock Lesnar has money.
and he is it. Dude, when we're gonna get to Smackdown again, but I'm telling you, when Brock Lesnar is on television, it's money. You're watching,
Because people want to see him lose.
that's money.
I get it.
That's heat. That's
I
good
get
heat.
It. I understand. I'm so sick of the boring matches.
Brock Lesnar's the best heel of the last 5 years. Changed my mind.
The best one
Heel
would change
5
my
years.
mind.
Yeah. MJF who? Brock
The
Lesnar.
best heel.
Because he doesn't have to
He
talk.
can't even talk for himself.
That makes him a better heel.
He can't control his mouth. He just tell him, I'm going to beat the piss and the shit out of you.
That's even tighter. Imagine that.
you eat your own throw up. That's
You
a
know-
Brock Lesnar promo.
That's only because WWE makes him censor. You know, if he was in AEW, he'd say some shit. He'd be tight. You know, he would say some real. He'd be like, "I'll eat your children." You're like, "Oh my gosh."
Dude,
Anyway, anyway,
I'm out.
Randy Orton, Kofi Kingston, great. I can't wait for that matchup of Kofi. I don't know if actually Kofi's walking out.
Of Hell in a Cell?
No, I mean like not Hell in a Cell. I don't think Kofi is gonna get buried. I think he might actually win against on Friday at Fox.
Really?
Because if you've got everyone watching on Fox, and
It's going to be huge.
it's gonna be huge. But if you got everyone on Fox watching, and they know who Brock Lesnar is. The casual fan knows who Brock Lesnar is.
Of course they do, yeah.
And then you have Kofi Kingston beat him. Immediately everyone goes, well, who's
Wow.
Kofi Kingston?
Wow, that guy beat Brock Lesnar.
Exactly. So it's like
I'd be
everyone
all in.
knows Brock Lesnar, and it's like he gets a rematch because it's a fluke, even if it's just like a quick roll-up, you know?
Yeah, I'd be so in for that.
But anyway,
I'm down.
Then the main event of Clash of Champions, we had Seth Rollins versus Braun Strowman. And realistically, I'm going to say this. That match was super carried, I thought, by Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman is a very underrated wrestler.
Give him the belt. Hashtag give Braun the belt.
I'm in for that hashtag give Braun the belt. I
Get
think
these
that
titles.
I've never thought Seth was like a super good universal title holder.
I don't think Seth Rollins, no offense, how you feel about The Miz, I don't think Seth Rollins is a good champion, not as a heel.
No, I agree.
When
I think
he was the champion with the authority,
Oh, it
you were
was
just
beautiful.
like, oh, my, he is a good wrestler, and that's what pissed you off.
Yeah.
You were like, dude, he's so
it's like
good
it's
at
like AJ Styles.
Yep, that's exactly. And he's good, but AJ Styles is good as a face and a heel. He's really,
No, AJ Styles is top 5 best wrestlers of all time.
yeah, dude.
He's great.
He's great. But what did you think of the match?
The match was good. I mean, it's what I expected. I mean, I kind of figured Seth was going to win.
I did not expect Braun Strowman hitting the top rope splash.
No.
I thought he killed Seth. First of all, I thought he really messed his knee up.
I thought I was going to get another ring break, like a ring collapse.
Oh,
Those
you
are
know,
my
you know what was
those are my
crazy? You know what
favorite.
was crazy? There was a part of me when he went to the top rope. There was a part of me, dude.
You thought the ropes were going to break.
No, there was a part of me that thought shooting star press.
Wow.
I thought that there was one of me that thought, dude, what if he's been like Brock Lesnar did it?
Yeah.
And he's big, and I thought, dude, what if Braun Strowman has been practicing the shooting star press, and he just is like, I'm gonna whip it out against Seth Rollins, and that's his new finisher.
If Braun Strowman, listen to me, if Braun Strowman hits a shooting star press, I've never done a backflip in my life, but I swear to God, I'll attempt it.
If
Full
Braun
force.
Strowman does a shooting star press as a move and lands it, I'm gonna start doing 630s like Ricochet.
Oh, for sure.
Because if his big body can, because he's not even just he's big, he's 6'8".
I don't think he can even wipe his own ass.
He's pretty mobile, and he also lost a lot of weight. He cut.
He
lot.
did lose a lot of weight.
Yeah, I don't think it was because he was chubby. I think he just cut more for wrestling.
Yeah. Well, you can't be that big and wrestle.
He really has overall fixed his game. But needless to say, I think that was a good match. The highlight of the whole, I think what it is with WWE, they have good matches and it's over. And I'm like, that was it.
Yeah.
But Seth Rollins going up to the ramp, holding the belt up, and right before that last dig-it-in, just lights go down, and you hear the, yeah, we were.
Yeah, we were.
I was so stoked. So stoked. And when the lights came on, he already had him in the Sister Abigail, hits him with the Sister Abigail. I thought I was expecting the laugh. Lights come up, and the way he was just holding his head, hand to the ear, mandible claw, choking him out, and that's how the show ends. Oh,
The Fiend is something else. Again, we talked about this on our last podcast, but I'm just like, he doesn't need a title. I'd much rather have Braun. I wish Braun Strowman would have won.
it's all Seth that hid by themselves.
And then Braun can walk out, and then The Fiend still comes and attacks Seth. I would have been down for that.
Either way, I'm down. I'm down. If
I mean, yeah, I'm down for The Fiend to go over anybody.
Here's my thing, though. I think that giving him the title also is a pretty cool notion. Like,
He deserves it.
yeah, honestly, you know what I would do is, I don't know what their plan is for the fall for SmackDown, but I would move everyone that's like, quote, quote, like big time to SmackDown. Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns is already there,
Wow.
Brock Lesnar. And I would leave the guys that like we like Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman, Samoa Joe, who
Ricochet,
else? Ricochet, Aleister Black,
AJ Styles.
AJ Styles,
Yeah.
those kind of guys. I would basically make it more established worker, like NXT.
So you'd basically switch the style of the shows. Because right
Yeah.
now SmackDown's more like the workhorse brand.
Yeah, quote unquote. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would send those guys over. Like this should be.
I mean, they're getting the revival.
They're getting
That's
the rival.
that's a big one.
But that's huge exposure. But I would be like, I'd get AOP, Viking Raiders, on Raw, and I
Yeah,
would
for
have the Usos and New Day on SmackDown with the Revival. Like those three can carry a long time, you know?
You know who I want to see is I love the Viking Raiders, dude. They're so good.
I loved it. Also, one of the biggest things I loved was when they had the beer bash, the Stone Cold beer bash.
Yeah.
That my boy, dude,
Ivar?
Eric,
Eric.
straight edge with the tattoo on his the true straight edge brother, didn't drink the beer.
Just poured it on himself.
Poured it on himself, and I'm gonna say, dude, I don't know if I'd have the strength because
No way.
we've talked about this. I've been straight edge for a long time, and the only ways I'm breaking straight edge is one, if Stone Cold offers you a beer,
You can't say no.
and Eric
But
had
he
the
can.
restraint. Yeah, he
I
stays
guess,
true till
dude.
death. And two, ironically, if CM Punk comes back to wrestling, I'm breaking edge.
It'll happen.
I'm breaking edge one day. He's 40. TikTok.
Yeah, he's not getting any younger.
But the only other match we didn't talk about in Clash of Champions, which I don't even think it was really a match to me, was Eric Rowan versus Roman Reigns with the return of Luke Harper.
Yeah, Luke Harper. Once again, like what were they? The Bludgeon Brothers. That was kind of a whack gimmick.
They alluded to it too. Remember, because Michael Cole says like he came in with a bludgeoning big boot, and you're like,
my God.
oh, here we go.
Help.
Here we go.
Help.
So, Clash of Champions overall, I still stand by an 8. It was entertaining. I left wanting to watch Raw.
Oh, I for sure left wanting to watch Raw because I was tired of watching Clash of Champions.
Okay, so moving on. We go to Raw. It starts off with our Universal Champion Seth Rollins, and what I loved about it is I timed it out. 8 minutes. 8 minutes in, we get Bray Wyatt. I love that.
He's the star now.
And I love, dude, there's something creepy, but also annoying, but also just alluding to, like, I don't know, there's something about while Seth's talking and the crowd's chanting Yowie Wowie, he goes to talk and you get the, we're really glad that and you're like, oh, you're done, dude. You're done. And he's good.
The Fiend?
Bray Wyatt is also good.
Yeah, Bray Wyatt is also good.
Where he says he was sorry about what happened to him, and he's like,
I'm really sorry.
yeah, I like how he says, I'm really sorry for what I did. Like he says it like sounds like some like Disney character. And he
And then immediately goes, see you in hell.
yeah.
I
But
love
he
that.
says he tells him like it was an honest mistake, and then he tells him, you've made mistakes, Seth. Like alludes to
The Shield.
it could be anything. It could be the Shield, it could be personal. Like he had that whole nude league
Yeah,
thing.
because he's saying like Seth has done something to him.
Oh, okay.
Like that was the thing. Remember, he was like, these people have like wronged me or something. It was
Yeah.
him and Braun.
Yeah, but I like to like he's doing the weird thing. I gotta still track it because I don't know if you noticed on his Twitter, he's doing this thing where he's going and he's forgiving people,
Yes.
but then he's also going after people that have wronged him.
Yes.
But he's also asking for forgiveness, like from them. Like he's saying, "I'm sorry" to people. Like, "I'm sorry, Matt Hardy. I'm sorry I'm sorry, Kurt Angle." Or he apologized to Mick Foley.
That's a feud I want to see is Matt Hardy versus The Fiend.
I would-
Broken Matt.
We talked about that. I
Yeah.
said that why is Matt Hardy not on SmackDown as the Bray Wyatt of SmackDown? Because you have more options. If I was Matt Hardy, my whole gimmick now is I put Bray Wyatt through the Lake of Reincarnation and made The Fiend. I make monsters.
Yeah. Oh God.
I make monsters.
That's great.
And that's the best gimmick you can make because then every single person that's dying off, like a Ziggler or a Bobby Roode or like a Bobby Lashley or I'm trying to think, or like a Zack Ryder, Kurt Hawkins, Apollo Crews, all those guys, basically every guy that's going for the 24/7 title, when they need a
Poor guys,
refresh,
man.
or even a Rusev even, something like that,
Lake of Reincarnation comes out with a mustache.
he fights them. He challenges them to a complete deletion at the Dome of Deletion at the Hardy Manor.
The Hardy
and when
compound.
the Hardy compound. And when he beats them, you get cameos from King Maxwell, cameos from Wolfgang, Senor Benjamin, the lovely Queen Rebecca, Brother Nero, Vanguard 1, and Skarsgård, the dilapidated boat, you can't forget. All of those things are just genius, and then throws them in the water, and then you just wait to see what comes out from them. And then he talks about it. Like, imagine him on Twitter always going like, oh, yes, what we've created from
He
young...
can start a new Nexus.
Yeah, he could start his whole army of monsters, of broken, woken warriors.
The B-dubs, dude.
The B-dubs.
Broken Warriors.
The B-dubs. But, like, that's great because then he lets them go, and it's like, I freed you. I freed Bray Wyatt. I unleashed the Fiend. I deleted Sister Abigail, and now from that comes the Fiend. I delete Titus world, like the Titus of the world that is wide, the wide world of Titus, and I birth, this. Or I delete the crew of Apollo, and I create this, like, I think that's genius. They should be doing that.
Lake of Reincarnation put Apollo Crews in there, and he just only frowns. So every time you see Apollo Crews, he just goes, and that's his gimmick.
I was going to say that if Apollo Crews comes in, he comes out as D'Lo Brown from the 90s. What's the that'd be sick. Or he comes out as Godfather or something. He's just like a new...
Papa Shango.
Papa Shango. He's Papa Apollo. Oh, no.
Poor Apollo. What a good wrestler.
I know, dude. What a good wrestler. Yeah, so Raw comes off, and Bray Wyatt, dude, just kills it with his promo. And I loved, one of the best parts is he says, like, the Fiend, he doesn't forgive. You know, like, that was cool, and he gets that dark face. And then my favorite part is the whole waiting there, zoom in on the face, the little effect of the Fiend, and then does, see you in hell. He's just so happy. Goodbye. See you in hell. You're like, whoa, that was tight.
Here's what pisses me off about that. If you're a parent and you let your child go to that Firefly Funhouse, you shouldn't be a parent.
I would let my son go.
I would too.
100%. 100%. The word of the day is sociopath. It'd be like, he's spelling for everyone else.
Yeah.
That's a hard word. They don't
I
do
can't
this.
even spell sociopath.
No, not
Actually, I
even.
could after that episode because he spelled it out for me.
Thank you. But one of the other best.
Spell it.
I don't know. I forgot.
You forgot?
I let him in and then it's gone.
SOCIOPATH. Sociopath.
There you go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's how I
Spell
learned.
it.
That's how I learned, dude.
Spell it.
SOCIOPATH.
Perfect.
Okay. Anyway, I loved one of the things he alluded to too was the whole, who knows, maybe he'll come visit you again tonight, which was cool.
Creepy.
Whole night I'm just waiting for Bray Wyatt at that point. I was willing to go through some of these matches and actually watch in case he showed up.
Yeah.
And that was something I needed. I watched Sasha Banks and Bayley, and that was...
Oh, that happened. Wait. We missed the women's matches at Clash of Champions.
Oh, I didn't want to talk about it, dude.
You didn't want to talk about
Let me
it.
tell you something. You're going to hate me again.
Oh, it's because Bayley.
That was so lame. That was so bad.
Badonkadonk Bayley. My boo.
There's a difference between a boo and royalty. A queen. A queen in the Queen City. That's what they were. They were in North Carolina.
Yeah, I know. How many times has a wrestler won in their hometown? Never.
Not true.
It is like a 90%
I was going to say
chance.
Cedric Alexander's were there, but he lost. I was like, damn it.
Dude, it doesn't happen.
That happened to Sasha. Sasha won her title in Boston.
That was tight. That
You
was so
suck.
tight.
Yeah, dude, honestly, that match was so bad because here's the reason. It'd be cool if she did the cheap, turnbuckle removal and she stayed and gloated like an Alexa Bliss. She took the belt and ran like she was Crime Time and just freaking
Dude,
bolted.
I loved it. I loved it. That she's presenting
miss.
more as a heel now.
That's not a heel because she's not owning it.
But that's a heel move though. To run away, that's heel.
She's not owning it until she owns it.
I loved watching
Until
her
Bayley
run,
comes
though.
out full heel, get out of the closet. There's help groups and stuff like that, Bayley. Just be a heel. Full heel.
Dude, it'll come. She's doing the obsessed with a wrestler thing.
Who?
She's obsessed with Sasha Banks.
I don't know about that. I don't know. Becky Lynch defending the belt against freaking Sasha Banks.
Sasha Bluebanks. Okay, wait a minute. Michael Cole said something the other day, and I really hope that it becomes her gimmick. He called her or something about like self-proclaimed blueprint event of WWE. I thought that was tight.
I'm for it. I think one of the reasons I was not so for even talking about the women's matches, except for Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, that was pretty fun.
That was fun. I like them.
That
I
was
really
fun.
like them.
I love the
together.
fact mostly that Alexa Bliss almost won the 24/7 title. Oh, that was tight.
I also love Nikki Cross's dancing.
That was crazy.
Sexy Nikki, dude.
Sexy Nikki, dude. Those Vikings are getting it, dude.
Yeah, she's got.
Eric's getting it.
She's got some.
Oh no,
tree
it's not Eric.
trunks.
Killian
the
Dane.
big one, yeah,
No,
Killian
Killian Dane.
Dane.
He's not even the Viking Raiders. He used to be in
looks like one.
Insanity.
Yeah,
That fool's huge.
that feels, and he's
He's hairier than you.
yeah, I'm pretty hairy.
And that's a
will
big,
we get cut if I show my hair?
I don't know. I don't even
You
know
wanna
if we can
try it?
censor bar. No. This is the first video and we're canceled already. YouTube setting us a season.
10 likes if you want to see my chest hair on the next video.
We'll see it, dude.
There you go.
Yeah, dude. So now we're.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch, dude.
What about it?
I liked it. I don't like that Sasha won DQ. I kind of figured that was going to happen. Do you think Sasha wins it? Well, we'll talk about it later. I liked
I
it
don't think so.
because
I don't think so at all.
Becky Lynch has become I used to say, in order, I thought it was Becky Lynch last, then it was Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Charlotte were the wrestlers from worst to best.
Of the Four Horsewomen?
Yeah, of the Four Horsewomen. Becky Lynch has stepped her game up recently with her mic skills and her in-ring skills. Anyway, that
Dude,
was my
she's not
take
better
on
than
it.
the Queen, and you know.
No, hell no.
There's
Nobody
way.
is.
She's the Queen for a reason.
Yeah.
It goes Charlotte Flair.
She already has 9 title reigns.
That's stats.
That's insane, dude.
She's gonna be. You know, she's gonna be the. I think she's gonna be one of the first. Well, she'll be the first since they've introduced the women's SmackDown Raw before the prior women's belt. I think she'll be like the first double-digit women's champion.
Yeah, I think, what is it, Lita at 9?
Lita's at 9. I know someone. I think China had some too, but China. We don't talk about that, I guess.
Yeah, we can't talk about that.
Anyway,
She
no, I didn't think the women's matches were like. Usually, I'm super for them. This time, I wasn't super engaged because it was almost like I know Charlotte's not going to win because then it ruins the whole Bayley thing, and I know that they're not going to take the belt off Becky Lynch. She's just money. She's on the.
She is money,
She's
dude.
on the freaking app when you open it. She's on the cover of the game. She's on the advertisement for SmackDown's like printed ads. She's the cover. There's no way you're gonna get that belt.
Are you
off her.
tired of Becky Lynch yet?
No,
Not at all.
I'm not either. She's great. It's a cat and mouse game.
Yeah.
When she says that, and I'm coming for everyone that wronged me. I'm like, I love it.
Yeah, whoever taught her how to do promos, congrats to that person.
Apparently-
Do you think Dusty?
No, I think it was. She said that was. I think it was Ric Flair.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'm pretty sure she said he told her
The
to
dude
just-
who smooched her
and
at
who's,
Royal
who's
Rumble.
suing WWE for her
Yeah,
gimmick.
it's so stupid. I don't even want to talk about that.
How's that stupid?
He's not the man.
He has it trademarked.
No, he's trying to get it trademarked.
No, he has a trademark. He has
I
a
don't think so.
He has a trademark to be the man. You got to beat the man. And then he said, just pay me the money for. He did like a whole TMZ thing. He's like, I want her to have the gimmick. I just want to have my money and my intellectual property, and they don't want to give it to him. And so he
I
called
wouldn't
us.
give it to him. She's not using the phrase. You can't have. He has a trademark on the saying, not the man. It's so dumb. Anyway, get out of here with that, Ric Flair.
Anyway,
Woo, that ass back home, baby.
yeah. Women's matches were great. Anyway, back to Raw. Really, what stood out to me was just Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt. That's what stands out on every show ever now.
I will say though, like Raw's main event or whatever was just basically everyone on the roster they use on Raw in a tag match. It's just
Yeah.
like, let's get, who do we use? Like Seth and Ron and the OC and
Teddy Long was a part of this Raw.
yeah,
for sure.
Teddy Long was in the back going like, hear me out, player. Let's make it a whole roster tag team match. Can you feel me? I love Teddy Long. That was cool. SmackDown's really what sold the show for me.
Can we campaign for a 2-hour Raw? Hashtag make Raw 2 hours.
Yeah.
It's a lot of wrestling.
It's a lot.
We are tired. It's a lot
it's
to
a
keep
lot of
up
wrestling.
with, dude.
We literally it's 11 o'clock right now, and I watch wrestling all day to catch up with
Yeah.
all the wrestling that's going on
Monday nights
for 3 hours.
for 3 hours. Wednesday nights.
Tuesday nights, or no, not
Oh.
anymore Tuesday nights.
It's
Wednesday nights,
Wednesday. You got NXT and Dynamite.
which are both I think 2 hours.
2 hours each.
So 4 hours of wrestling.
4
to watch.
hours of wrestling on Wednesday. Friday, you got SmackDown for 2 hours. And your monthly pay-per-view on Sundays.
And Saturdays
Plus whatever
for AEWs.
Saturday for NXT and AEW pay-per-views. It's a lot.
That's not even taken away. I'm pretty sure that Impact's moving to Tuesday.
And that's not talking about New Japan. That's not talking about Ring of Honor, Evolve, none of those. It's a
This
lot.
could be exhausted, dude. I love wrestling a lot, and I'm here for it, dude. I'm here. It's an exciting
yeah.
time.
It's a good time to be a fan for sure.
100%. So let's go. Let's just move to a couple of the big topics.
Yeah.
Let's start off with King of the Ring, dude. Our brackets look
Awful.
trash.
Who did you have winning?
Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens in the first round.
Oh
Gotta-
God. It was faster than that.
Dude,
I had my boy Drew going all the way, and that didn't happen. And then I wanted Ricochet to win. That didn't happen. It was a roller coaster of emotions, dude.
I was even
But-
down for Buddy Murphy, and he doesn't even make it out the first round.
Here we go, dude. Listen to me.
Talk to me, boss.
I'm in for King Corbin.
I thought you were joking before.
No. They reeled me in. He's going to be the douchiest king. He's already a douche.
If he's any king, he's just the manager at a Burger King with that damn ring attire.
I'd buy from that Burger King.
Dude, I was so pissed that he showed up on Raw, and I'm waiting for this new ring attire. White shirt. White collared shirt and slacks.
He's not Constable Corbin anymore. We need to get that man some ring attire.
Ring attire. If he would have come out with King of the ring trunks or Speedos, shorts, tights, whatever, and even if he was still wearing a shirt, like a vest,
He's a little flappy. That's probably why he doesn't want to wear it.
he's not. He's in good shape.
He is in good shape.
So I don't know why he's not wearing it.
He's got like a little pregnant belly. Like after like
He does not. He does have that weird like line. Like it looks like a surgical scar. Or
yeah,
whatever.
that's what I mean.
But still, like he's in good shape. He doesn't
He is
look
in good
bad.
shape.
He does, no offense, compared to some of the AEW guys, he looks good. He
Oh
looks
yeah,
big.
Chris Jericho dad bod.
Oh, shut your mouth. Chris Jericho looks like a bad dude. He
You
looks
see
like
MJF on Being the Elite.
Which time?
Just the last one that came out.
No, I don't remember.
Here comes the dad bod, or where's the
Oh.
dad bod? He's talking about Chris Jericho. I love MJF. Anyway, King of the Ring was let down for me for sure, but I am buying into the King Corbin, even though that's not who I wanted to win.
Dude, what I hate about King Corbin, I'm bored from it. I hate about it is, where do you go from here now? Do you give him a title shot after he's supposed to never have a title shot while Seth's the champion?
There's Kofi. You don't want to see Kofi versus King Corbin?
No, I'd rather him see Brock Lesnar, who's money. I'd like to see Corbin take on Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar suplex him into
A new gimmick?
till he was the lone wolf. Yeah, suplex him back to some hair. I don't know. Like
Ooh,
that'd be cool.
that's tough.
He could do it. Brock could do it. I've seen him suplex the cancer out of somebody.
No.
He has.
No.
That's how Roman Reigns came back.
No, Joseph.
It was there, and he suplexed him, and you're cured. I wrote him a letter to see if he could suplex my grandma.
Stop.
That chemo's wearing her out, dude.
Stop, dude.
What do you
That's
mean
awful. That is awful.
stop? By any means necessary, dude. We're fighters together.
I agree with you. I don't think that's how it worked, though.
Were you there?
Were you?
Yep. I
Tight.
was there, and it's still real for me,
Good
dude.
for you.
Yeah, King
Oh,
Corbin was a
no.
letdown, dude. King Corbin was a letdown. Hell in a Cell looks stacked, though.
Hell in a Cell is always a good time.
I'm glad that they took my advice on the booking. Seth Rollins is going inside Hell in a Cell with the Fiend.
With the Fiend, yeah.
You're done. I hope it's a dang murder scene.
Wow.
I hope he hangs him. Like straight up, I hope he finds some like zip ties or cabling and just hangs him from the cell.
Like a boss man?
Like a boss man. But like to the side of a cell. Or hangs him upside down and just sits there and laughs and just beats on him and beats on him. Mandible claws him upside down until he
That's
passes
kinky,
out.
dude.
I'm in. I bought the mask for me and my wife, dude.
Did you for your wife too?
No, it's for her to wear to me and then just
Oh,
mandible
nice.
claws me until I pass out.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
I'm really stoked. But I think that's cool. Sasha and Becky in a cell is going to be great.
Oh, yeah. Sasha Banks in Hell in a Cell. She's been in a Hell in a Cell before, right?
With
They
Charlotte?
main evented.
They main evented with Charlotte.
And Becky.
Uh-uh.
Or Bailey.
Just
Wasn't it a
Banks.
triple threat?
It was just Banks and Charlotte beat her.
That's
Remember, you
right.
guys were all pissed because you're all like, oh my God, the queen and this. I'm like, 'cause she's the queen, dude. She's the queen.
She is the queen. She's great. She'll always be great. It's just like one of those things like, wow, you're so good. Like, I'm tired of you being so good.
Elevate it. Elevate the whole thing, dude.
She deserves everything she gets. I'll just put
100%.
it at that.
So you didn't watch NXT yet, did you?
I did not watch NXT yet, unfortunately.
It was good. One of the biggest things I thought was crazy that I think I want to kind of hear in the comments about how people feel about it. I like it, and I told you about it, and you said you don't like it. The first hour is on USA, but if you want to watch the second hour, you have to go on the network.
That's awful.
Why?
Why do I have to change over to the WWE Network?
I think the way if you would have watched it, I think it made a little more sense. So the last match of the first hour was Velveteen versus Roderick Strong for the North American Championship, which tore the house down. Tore the house down.
That's my boy Velveteen.
Dude, both of them. Roderick Strong really showcased that he belongs in wrestling and in the conversation of one of the best in NXT. Spoiler alert is Velveteen loses.
Wow.
Dropped the belt to Roderick. So it ended with all the Undisputed Era, all
With belts.
draped in gold. And that was like their final hour. And they said, that concludes the final hour of Raw. If you want to watch or NXT, if you want to watch the last hour, subscribe to the WWE Network. It's free to new subscribers. Which I think, if I was a wrestling fan and I watched it, I would subscribe. That's a good way to get new subscribers.
I just hate the fact that I have to physically switch over to the next thing.
Well, you can watch the whole thing on the network. You don't have to watch it on USA.
Oh, well, that's better.
Yeah, so just the first hours on USA for people that don't have the
That's
network.
even dumber than I thought.
Why?
You're supposed to want people to watch it on USA. That's why you moved it to live TV.
No, I think you did it there so you can combat AEW. But
Obviously.
it gets you new subscribers.
But you're going to be able to turn to TNT and watch the full episode of Wednesday Night Dynamite.
They don't have a subscription service yet.
They don't need one yet. I'm just saying.
There's a lot of money in that.
There is a lot of money in that. I would just rather go to USA, watch the 2 hours, or go to TNT, watch the 2 hours, and be done with it.
I think it was a good marketing strategy for their part. But
We'll see what happens.
But
I don't know.
there was so much packed in it. First of all, Triple H came to play, dude. The game came to play. First of all, the promo that started it was fire. It's him, just his face, like dark room all around him in shadows, and then they like did this whole thing like they said we were the future. They said we were this and that. And then he's like they showed all these highlights and then he did don't believe me? Look for yourself. And he was actually in Gorilla and he opened up and he walked out and everyone was like, "Oh my God." And he was there and he goes, "We are NXT," and everyone was like, "I'm getting goosebumps." It was pretty, dude. He knows how to cut it, dude.
He's always known how to cut it.
Wow, dude. He cut it. I'm like, oh, I need to choose a side. Like,
No, you don't.
I felt like the prettiest girl with the ball. Like it was.
Now that we have this second job, we can't choose a side. We have to watch everything. We're
Well,
forced.
I'm gonna watch everything. Duh.
Yeah, our marketing team, the people who pay us, the people who hire us for this job, they're not going to pay us if we don't watch everything.
You're right. You're
Yeah.
absolutely right. But it was really good. You had Leo Rush come back.
Yeah,
Which
I
is
like
great.
Leo Rush.
Leo Rush is good. You had, dude, Cameron Grimes, who used to be Trevor Lee in Impact.
Yeah.
Squashed a dude in 10 seconds. And like with a gnarly double foot stomp. And not
Like
like
a
from
coup
the
de
top
grace?
rope.
Oh.
Like, dude ran at him and he just jumped and double foot stomped him.
Oh,
One,
like
two,
a
three.
Kofi.
Yeah.
Kofi does it.
Yep, he did it brutally though. It was bad. He spiked him. It was good. Then you had the opening match was great too. You had a fatal 4-way? Yeah, fatal 4-way. Bianca Belair versus Mia Yip, baddest baddie.
Yim.
Yip,
Mia
whatever.
Yim.
Is it? I thought it was
Yip, Yip.
Who's Yip?
Mia Yim.
There's a Yip too.
I have no idea. Kip Sabian?
Yip Sabian. Mia Yim and Candice LeRae and Io Shirai. First of all, Io Shirai's new theme is bad. It's
Io Shirai.
like good. Like it's like
Yeah,
that's
I
a
know,
bad piece.
Io Shirai was someone that I didn't know about before NXT, and I've fallen in love with her.
I love it. She's good. Candice LeRae came out on top.
Yeah, I saw that. I
And
did
she
see
beat
that.
Mia Yim, and
She deserves it.
that's the best women's wrestler I think right now. That's not Charlotte Flair.
I think she's number 2, yeah.
Yeah, I think she's really good, and they're gonna use her. And they had the whole, Shayna Baszler come out with the whole team of baddies with her. That was cool. They advertised Dakota Kai. They advertised our boy, King Cuerno.
I didn't see that.
He's
Is he
coming-
still wearing the mask?
No mask.
No mask?
He's got a bandana to hide it, but he's going to be pulling it down because they showed him like do like a whole thing, and then he went to pull his mask down, then it said "coming soon," and he goes by his real name. I hope he does that. If he does the
I
Cuerno,
love it, dude.
If he does the Cuerno Hunter, I'm in, dude. I'm all sold for that. I'm like, oh, I loved it. But
Wow, I gotta watch it next.
you gotta watch it. Our boy Pete Dunne, dude,
He's
takes
so
on
good.
Arturo, the guy that does wears the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gi. Dude, beat him sick. Beat him sick. I love this about our boy. I love this in wrestling. AEW does it. I love it in New Japan mostly. It's more of a Japanese thing. I love when it's not a finisher that finishes the match.
Oh, that's the best.
So Homeboy is just taking it to Arturo, and they're going at it, dude. Like this, like both elevating each other. And Homeboy goes for something, and out of nowhere, Pete Dunne gets a flying triangle on Homeboy. He's got him in a triangle, and then he's not really getting it, and the dude's trying to slip out, and he rolls him over, and he's on top of him in a mounted triangle, and then he's still not tapping, and he's like, no, and he goes, grabs his fingers, and he starts bending them, and he's like, oh no, and everyone goes, shh, he goes, ah, and he just starts yanking this dude's fingers, and he just, I'm done, dude, he just holds his fingers. I'm like, love it.
He broke our fingers.
He did. He
Yeah.
did. That was pretty tight.
It's still broken.
It really, actually, I'm not remember I told you, it actually kind of hurt.
Yeah,
Like this, it was on my ring finger. It still hurts.
I'm in for it.
It was
Hurt me.
worth it. But he really got it. Pete Dunne did it. Then one of the cool things was Imperium showed up.
Yes.
Walter showed up. Alexander Wolf showed up. And then you had Kushida standing up to Walter.
I am in for these factions, dude. More factions, please.
I love Era. I love Imperium.
Undisputed Era, the OC, Imperium.
New
Who
Day.
else? The New Day. Oh my God, dude. I love factions.
I love that. That's what I love about Japan.
Yeah.
Bullet Club, Chaos, Los Ingobernables de Japan. Like, those are super good.
Oh, factions are they're just so beautiful.
Or Suzuki Gun. Suzuki Gun's one of my favorites. But
Like feud, like even when the Shield was around, the Nexus,
the Wyatt family.
the Wyatt family. I just want to dude, I would love nothing more than to see
Trios, like more trio factions.
Yeah, like the
trio or more.
OC versus Undisputed Era.
Fire.
Oh my God, it'd be amazing.
I'd love to see Imperium versus the Era.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That's a good numbers, 4-on-4.
How much money would I have to pay you to let Walter chop you?
You couldn't pay me enough money, dude.
No?
Dude, after watching him live, after we saw him live, dude,
He turns chests into roast beef.
he shreds their skin. It was so bad. It was so bad. Honestly, I thought about it too. I was like, dude, I'd be down for like a joke to take one from Walter. You'd have to give me like 1 million likes would get me a chop from Walter. On
You
any
heard it
video.
here. So the first video that gets 1 million likes, we're getting Joe chopped.
I'll see if I see Walter. I was like, dude, I got 1 million. If he'll do it, but ultimately, I'm not even gonna ask.
I'll pay him to do it.
I won't even ask until you give me 1 million views. I don't care, dude. It's not worth it. And you're gonna have to film the video of me doing it.
Oh, of course.
That's forever. But that
Oh,
was
that'd
good.
be
Kushida,
oh.
I love Kushida coming there. What I was a little bummed about that we didn't get some more of is I just want more Adam Cole, baby.
I mean, I like that he's not doing a lot. Because he's such a big star. He's gonna be a big star. That I kind of feel like he doesn't need to do all the work. I love that he's just kind of in the background because dude, he could go and mess these dudes up. I don't
Yeah.
know. Adam Cole is the man, dude.
We still got more of Gargano to see. We got still more of whoever else is going to be coming to NXT.
I've got one more hashtag for you. Hashtag change Gargano's theme music
Why? It sounds like Sleeping with Sirens.
or Evanescence or something like
Yeah.
that. Like,
This rebel heart, this rebel heart. You know what sounds funny?
leave me alone.
You know what's really funny to me? I think Candice LeRae's theme song should be Johnny Gargano's and his should be hers.
Oh yeah.
I feel like they're swapped. Like maybe they both went in together as a couple and were like, they told CFOs, like, this is what I want, this is what they want. And they gave it to him and he's like, one day he came out and he's like, who did that? Who did that?
Didn't they fire CFO?
No, they didn't.
They did.
Who's doing it now?
I am not sure, but I know that they're not anymore. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, they fired him.
Oh my.
I read that about 2 months ago.
Who's doing the themes now?
I'm not sure.
Code Orange, because Code Orange did the Fiends theme, and I was in.
I'm always in for dude. If they get a WWE contract like that and just mark out to do theme music,
If Code Orange is doing all the themes to all wrestling of WWE, that's a huge factor for me.
oh yeah,
The hurt can go on forever.
I love it, dude.
Code Orange is forever. Then now, forever. Just can you imagine that? That'd be sick as hell.
NXT's new. Why does NXT have a new theme song like every month though?
I don't know, dude.
Have you noticed that?
I have noticed that. It's always like something new, but I think that's
And it's
cool.
probably Corey Graves.
Yeah, and that's cool though. I think that's cooler because it's like blending the worlds of hardcore fans like us, you know.
No, I love it. Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, overall, how would you rate this week in wrestling?
This week in wrestling, I would probably give it about a 7 or an 8 total, 7 or 8.
I give it a 7. I give it a 7.5.
That's
Just
a
because
good round number.
there was
yeah.
a lot of lulls. I think there was room for improvement, but
Yeah, I think there was room for improvement for sure.
I'm interested to see what happens come the fall. We're going to Friday SmackDown.
Yep, going
We're
to
going
Friday.
to Suplex City, dude. Give me some likes for Brock Lesnar, dude. Get some likes. Pop off, Lesnar fans, dude. That's what it's about. We're going there Friday, and then we got to plan. We're trying to plan a trip to like get up right after Friday to go
Drive our happy butts to Sacktown, baby.
to Sacramento to go to Hell in a Cell. So,
It'll happen.
dude. I gotta make sure this is gonna work, dude. Because my wife's going to the Jonas Brothers. I told you she's going to
Yeah.
the Jonas Brothers, which you can see the Jonas Brothers whenever, but to see the
Yeah.
Fiend in Hell in a Cell,
I mean, they're going to be around for, until the year 3000 at least.
yeah. And
They took a trip there.
and not much will change except
Yeah.
like maybe we'll live underwater.
Yeah.
That's it. But
What's the rest of the song?
your great granddaughter's doing fine.
Doing
Which is also like, why are you
fine.
checking on my great granddaughter like that? Why
I
are you
mean-
doing that?
That's what you do in heaven, dude.
Shut up, dude. I hate you. This week's match of the week is going to be just one off the network here. This is just going to be a very gimmicky match of the week. Go ahead and go and check out David Arquette. That's right, David Arquette, the
Beautiful
actor
human.
from Scream. David Arquette versus Jeff Jarrett versus Diamond Dallas Page in a Ready to Rumble gimmicked triple cage match. It was just, I think it's just one of the, like this week, it came up as I was watching WCW because I've been so excited about the war that I watched the documentary, you know, and
Yeah.
then I saw that I watched some other documentaries on the war, and people were talking about how WCW was like one of the first to break into movies with Ready to Rumble with David Arquette, and then I watched. I was like, dude, I haven't seen Ready to Rumble in forever, and I watched it. Remember thinking, this is still tight to me. Like this is still tight to me. Like man, I love it.
David Arquette still wrestles.
He just came back to wrestling.
Yeah.
And he wrestles like death matches.
Yes.
That's tight. That's so tight to me.
He's like 80.
He's not 80. He's like 40.
40.
Oh, no, I think he's like maybe almost 50.
He's old.
But he's great. I love it. I really think he's great. And I just thought this match was good. This was the pinnacle of like, what's going on, you know?
Yeah.
And it was my match of the week just because, dude, my favorite part is you're watching a triple cage match and that thing's tall.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know how high it is. I'm terrible with distances, but it's probably like 50 feet in the air.
Yeah. I mean, right now, you guys can't see, but we're on actually at a 10-foot table. It's
Yeah.
the biggest table I've ever seen,
It's a
actually.
10-foot table, dude. Lifetime. So the whole time you're just waiting for who's going to fall off the cage, you know?
Yeah.
That's what you're wanting.
Yeah, of course.
And it's not one guy in the match. It's like someone from one of their factions. I think it's Chris Canyon is who it is.
Do you remember? I don't know why this came to my head, but do you remember when it was Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal for the World Championship? And
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
The modern day Maharaja.
Do you remember when Randy Orton suplexed one of the Singh brothers onto the announce
And
table?
he flipped him by accident.
And he goes, ooh. He goes, ooh. And ooh.
Yeah, you know what's funny to me? How much the Singh brothers just got thrown around, and Jinder Mahal's injured.
For nothing.
And Jinder Mahal's one injured.
Yeah.
They're still on 205, and they're like, we're here.
The Bollywood boys, is that what they're called?
Yeah, the Bollywood boys. But yeah, match of the week is that WCW. You can look it up on the network or on YouTube. Check it out. If you have suggestions for the match of the week that you want us to see, we're all open to it. Again, thanks for joining us here on the Degeneration XL podcast. We're so excited to finally be here in front of your faces.
Yeah.
And so hopefully
Yeah.
you guys enjoy it. If you guys have any suggestions, drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe.
Anything you guys want us to talk about, go ahead and leave it in the comments. In the description, you'll find our links to our YouTube. Well, you'll be on our YouTube. You'll find the link to our SoundCloud. You'll find the link to our Twitter, Instagram. You'll find our email address. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and feel free to tap one of those links. And I think that's about it for us. We're here to wrap it up.
Absolutely. If you here want to also be a guest on the Degeneration XL podcast, feel free to direct message us on any social media, or you can email us at
dgenerationxlpod@gmail.com. Again, that will be in the description below.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for tuning in again. I've been Big Joe Yarbrough, wrestling's biggest fan by 60 pounds.
And I am Dylan Pack.
And this has been Degeneration XL podcast covering all things wrestling
All around the world.
See you guys later.